on a peace
Macron
agenda
warns of Russia's shadow
and
state.
an open trade agenda, open and fair trade agenda. This is why we want to multiply this intimacy with ASEAN, CPTPP, the African countries, LATAM countries, and I think this is a very important strategy which has nothing to be subtracted to our existing alliance in NATO, but is a very important complement for the European Union and for the Europeans. And by the way, working as Europeans with the cooperation of all the Europeans, not just those being part and members of the EU, is extremely important. This is why our European political community is so important, because this is a way to cooperate from UK to Turkey. And when you speak about this existential threat for the Europeans, when you speak about cooperation against narco-traffic, and we will work on that tomorrow, against terrorist groups, or against existential threat or the conflictuality with some powers like Russia, this is absolutely critical.
What is your reaction to many drones attacks in several NATO countries, including Denmark recently?
For this, sorry? Look, I was mentioning that to your colleagues. I think it means that we are tested. In some countries it's clearly established and linked to Russia. In some other countries like yours, I remain very careful. But it means that we have to improve our equipments collectively and cooperate to have early warning system, much more anti-drone system, and much more capacities as well to deter our enemies, and a proper cooperation. And this is why the meeting this afternoon is so important. I will be very cautious. I don't want to attribute...
What can you do more is France has launched an investigation into a Russian shadow war vessel that has been sailing on Danish waters and which is now in the French coast. What can you tell us about this investigation, and is there a link with these drone incursions that we've seen in the Danish airspace?
It is not me to establish this link, and I will remain very careful. But I think our Navy is its job, and it was a very important operation. Now it's under the control of our justice. And this is the best evidence of the fact that in the Baltic Sea, in the North Sea, in the Atlantic Ocean, in Mediterranean Sea, you have a lot of vessels precisely being part of this shadow fleet. Our assessment is that something between 600 and 1,000 boats are part of this shadow fleet, and they do contribute to the financing of the Russian economy and the Russian war effort, probably at least for a third of this war effort. So if we want to be efficient, we have to sanction these boats, the insurance companies, the ports. This is what we are doing. And by the way, we do it with the 19th package of sanction. But we have as well to cooperate and organize our